Shao Kahn. I thought you were a gamer.
Oblivious. It's lagging. We work with a distributor who does give kind of wholesale discounts, so we're not paying retail sticker price for pretty much anything that we buy. But instead of trying to pull all of the pieces from different companies, they essentially do that for us and then say, "Here's what we can do." So we're not going to Best Buy and buying, a couple thousand DSs or something. And we do it through a particular distributor who's able to do that, which is also why that's where most of our administrative cost goes, is actually shipping those direct from that distributor. So, what did you find surprising about your job? I'm always surprised by the generosity of gamers, which I was surprised that I was surprised by that. Because as a gamer and as somebody who's worked with online communities, I've participated in fundraisers to fly out, to give people trips or to give them healthcare, or I've seen the generosity of gamers, but it surprises me every day. So that it surprised me that could surprise me even more. What is your favorite video game? I would have to say my favorite video game is Journey on the PS3. It is more of art than a game, but it's very much a game as well. Before Journey, I would probably have had to say Oblivion. I really, really like the Elder Scrolls series. I still like Oblivion more than Skyrim. Vikings aren't my jam, but I really, really like Elder Scrolls. Can't make it to Prime, but I'll be sure to say hi when I see East. Yeah, East is awesome. Can you give us one interesting fact about what? Just a random interesting fact? I'll give you a random interesting fact. That's not actually random, it's about corgis. But it's my favorite fact. Oh, I even have a visual aid directly behind me. Visual aid! So, this was actually my fact on Desert Bus too. Don't tell anybody. But, corgis, adorable, tiny, short-legged dogs. The markings on their backs are called fairy saddles because people believe they used to act as mounts for fairies. Just short, tiny legs. True fact.
True fact.
It's totally true. Are the donations distributed evenly across all hospitals? More or less, people can route their donations to different hospitals, but usually we try to even things out. Like our hospital in Alaska is pretty neglected when it comes to things being bought for their Amazon wish list or donations being routed to them, so we kind of bump up their numbers a little bit. We kind of even it out depending on how much love they're getting, but you can route your donations, so I don't know if it's all exact. Wow, you guys are there's Timo Hat, that's how far behind I am. How do you feel your funding is going? Do you feel like you're able to do the very best with the donations you receive? I do. Like I said before, shipping is pretty much our biggest administrative costs. Our administrative costs are usually 5 to 6%, which anybody who's familiar with big charities, which I don't consider us a big charity, usually they're 25% or so. So I feel like that's one of our really strong points, is that we do as much as we can with funding. And the reason that we can do that is because of events like this and people like you and the power of the internet. So that is awesome.
Well, I don't know. We were talking, Jed earlier said he heard on the radio that they're doing an interview with Shane Battier. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's on the Miami Heat. They just won the national title. Last year, his foundation or whatever only raised like $37,000. So
yeah, it's not. Oh, my light went off. It's $3.5 million is a lot of money.
Right. So
we definitely, but at the same time, okay, I'm not gonna die. Okay, we're constantly adding hospitals to our list.
Right.
So that's. It kind of is balancing out, but that's why we added the shelter program, because we really wanted to make sure that we were doing the most that we could with
Nicely
our money.
done.
What is the coolest thing you have in your office? Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question. Let me see if I can pick you guys up and just show you a little bit of my setup back there. I don't know if you can see it any better, but I have a ton of stuff on my top two shelves back there. I think maybe the coolest thing I have in my office
Several more since you last.
is...
Just keep going.
Oh, hold on. I got it.
Is the office chair. That is amazing.
The office chair is really, really nice. It is a sword. It is a real sword.
Oh, she's got a sword.
Brian.
It is from Mike Failhour. So, story from during my interview process. Mike's interview segment was a zombie scenario. And so essentially he said, okay, you can hear zombies outside the door. What do you do? And so I kind of spent a bunch of time like running around trying to find an escape, and there was no way to escape. And so I made my way back to his office, grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which was this sword, and said I would get up on the desk and start swinging at neck level. And after I got hired, he said that was the moment I knew that you were my pick, because that's the answer I wanted. And so this is actually the sword that I picked up during our little scenario, and it's broken on the end a little bit, so he's not going to use it anymore, but he gave me this sword kind of as a memento for the fact that I got the job, which is super, super cool. So that's probably my favorite thing in the office, although I have a lot of really, really cool things. Hi, Robert. You want to say hi to Mario Marathon? Robert is really tired. He's been awake for 29 hours, 30 hours. He just flew back from Japan.
We won't ask him stuff. We'll wave at him.
Well, he's in good company then.
Hi, Robert.
Hi.
Go get some sleep.
I will. Good night.
Hey,
you for
now
what
have
you're doing
Robert
today.
walk on screen and say bye to him. Hold on just a second.
Do we need to talk to him in Spanish?
Go ahead, bring the sprite up.
Well,
All right. Thank you, guys.
Oh, you
seen
can't
it?
do it? There you go.
Well, yeah, you'll see yourself on screen in a little bit.
Yeah, it's lagging pretty badly, but you can go into the back end and type things in, and your picture will pop up with a little. So far, they've just been using it to tell me to get back to work. It's fine.
Hold on, I want to see his reaction.
I do too.
Is it there yet?
It's like the future.
Yeah.
I know, that was me.
Yeah, there you are.
I did that.
This is really messing with his mind, you guys.
All right, that was all.
Well,
Go get some sleep.
I don't know if the sprite has popped out yet.
Yeah, it did.
I think it did.
It's seriously, we're super far behind. Like,
Yeah, they're lagging back.
All right. Well, glad you could enjoy that.
That's me.
Oh, that was brilliant. Okay, my evening's made.
Good night, Robert.
Good night.
Good night.
Go away.
That was brilliant.
Well, I think we better let you get back to your.
Oh, you guys are lagging.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Cutting out.
Yeah,
I missed a whole bunch of questions in there.